Hello YouTube, Dave here again. Welcome back to another episode of Monday Night Magic. This is episode number 13, and in this episode I'm going to open up the booster packs that came with my Oath of the Gatewatch Fat Pack that I picked up. So last week I unboxed the Fat Pack, shut everything off. Had a closer look at the lands there. There were 14 lands for each of the colors, as well as 14 of the wastes, if you're, I guess, probably for an Eldrazi deck. So just in case you were wondering, there are 14 for each, and again, they are the full art lands, which are pretty awesome. But that was last episode. This episode we're going to look at the actual booster packs themselves. So there are 9 packs, and we have 2 of each of the Gideon artwork, the Chandra artwork, and the Nissa artwork, as well as 3 of the Jace ones. So I'm going to basically probably do the 3 Jace ones last, and we'll start with the Chandra packs, see how these turn out. So we'll go ahead, pop these open, hopefully there's something good inside. Alright, so here we go, pack number 1. See what we got here. So we got a Maw of Kozilek, Dazzling Reflection, Umara Entangler, Sky Scourer, Saddleback Lagak, I guess, a Bone Saw, Sweep Away, Tajuru Pathwarden, Insulation Zone, Goblin Freerunner, and our first uncommon is Embodiment of Insight. So 5 mana, 4/4, Vigilance and Landfall. Whenever land enters battlefield under your control, you may have target land you control become a 3/3 elemental creature with haste until the end of turn. A Flare Drone, Stoneforge Acolyte, and our rare is an Endbringer. So 6 mana, 5/5 Eldrazi, untap Endbringer during each other player's untap step. Endbringer, you can tap it to deal 1 damage to target creature or player. For a colorless and tapping, target creature can't attack or block. And for 2 colorless and tapping, you can draw a card. So I have the Zendikar versus Eldrazi dual decks. So based on some of the cards I get here, I may kind of tinker with those decks a little bit. But that's pretty cool. And we've got ourselves a full art Swamp and an Elemental token. So that is the first pack there. I'm just going to separate the lands, tokens, and the rares. So our second Chandra pack. So just out of curiosity, I know I've gotten quite a few episodes into this series so far, but when it comes to Magic, what colors or what color combinations do you people tend to prefer? I've always kind of been a fan of green. As far as like my role-playing days go, I really enjoy, like, my favorite race is elves, so I think that's kind of what drew me to green in the first place. I've got a couple of green, or not a couple, but I have the Unearthed Secrets green-blue deck, intro deck, which actually is pretty cool, so I kind of like that combination as well. Those are probably my 2 favorite. But here we have an Akum Flame Seeker, Ondu War Cleric, a Cultivator Drone, Netcaster Spider, a Slaughter Drone, Canopy Gorger, a Stalking Drone, Reality Hemorrhage. Oh, we got ourselves a Waste, or a Waste, which comes in the common section apparently. And our first uncommon is Roiling Waters, Embodiment of Fury, a Flare Drone, and our rare, oh, we got a mythic Calatus Trader of Get. So let's have a look here. So it's 4 mana for a 3/4 with lifelink. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, instead exile that card and put a 2/2 black zombie creature token on the battlefield. For 3 mana, sacrifice another vampire or zombie. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on Calatus Trader of Get. So that's pretty cool, and the artist is Todd Lockwood, one of my all-time favorite artists. I know him mostly from D&D, but that is just an awesome looking card, and it's a mythic. And then, oh, we also have a foil full art Plains, full art Island, and an Eldrazi Scion token. So that is pretty cool. We are now moving on to our Gideon Packs. If I can get it open here. Wow. Alright. Cultivator Drone. Expedite. Ondu War Cleric. Elemental Uprising. Zulaport Chain Mage. Natural State. Another Bone Saw. A Scion Summoner. Spawnbinder Mage. And a Cinder Hellion. Our first uncommon is a Reckless Bushwhacker. A Harvester Troll. Storm Chaser Mage, and our rare is legendary creature, core cleric, Ailey, Eternal Pilgrim. So it's just one white and 1 black, 2/3 Death Touch. Sacrifice another creature, you gain life equal to the sacrificed creature's toughness. Or you can spend 1 colorless, a white, and a black, sacrifice another creature, exile target non-land permanent, activate this ability if you have at least 10 life, more than your starting life total. So I guess you have to be up to 30 health for that. And then we've got ourselves a Mountain, and another Eldrazi Scion. Alright, Gideon Pack number 2. Alright, Shoulder to Shoulder. Slip Through Space. Maw of Kozilek. Natural State. I think I'll be putting a couple of these into a green deck if I end up making one. Witness the End. I've never seen this card, so devoid. So it has no color. Target opponent exiles 2 cards from his or her hand and loses 2 life. Wow. Of course, that's for 4 mana, one of which has to be black. A Netcaster Spider. Jawar Isle Avenger. Warden of Geometries, wow. For the record, when I'm recording this video, I haven't really got a lot of sleep the previous night, and I'm still kind of coming down with a cold at this point in time, so I am on cold medicine, so if I make stupid mistakes like that again, just please try to be gentle to me. A Stalking Drone. Expedition Raptor. Our first uncommon is Casual's Toll Collector. Embodiment of Insight. Ruin in Their Wake. So it's one colorless and a green. Devoid, search your library for a basic land card and reveal it. You may put that card on the battlefield tapped. if you control a land named Waste. Otherwise, put the card into your hand, then shuffle your library. So, might be a little bit of a decent mana accelerator there. And our rare is a Seagate Wreckage. So it's colorless, so you can tap it to add 1 colorless to your mana pool. For 2 and a colorless, you can tap it to draw a card. Activate this ability only if you have no cards in hand. So it might be a good way to be able to draw some cards once you run out. So that's pretty cool. And we got ourselves another land and a zombie token, or sorry, plains for our full art land and a zombie. All right, down to the last 5. Almost halfway there. We are into our Nissa packs now. Alright, here we have another Shoulder to Shoulder, another Slip Through Space, a Mauve Kozilek, Elemental Uprising, Sky Scourer, Saddleback Lagic, Expedition Raptor, Zada's Commando, a Goblin Archer Ally, Crumbling Vestige, Containment Membrane, our first uncommon is a Cliffhaven Vampire. Whenever you gain a life, each opponent loses 1 life. Pretty cool. Iona's Blessing, Visions of Brutality, and our rare is a Tyrant of Valakut. So 7 mana for a 5/4 dragon. You can surge. You may cast this spell for its surge cost if you or a teammate has cast another spell. So you can get it out for 5 instead of 7. Flying, when Tyrant of Valakut enters the battlefield, if its surge cost was paid, it deals 3 damage to target creature or player. And we got ourselves another plane, so quite a few planes, and an elemental token. Alright, Nissa pack number 2. So an Afa Protector, Makindi Aeronaut, Abstruse Interference, Netcaster Spider, Kozilek's Shrieker, a Loam Larva, Tar Snare, Cinder Hellion, an Unknown Shores, which I have a ton of from opening the Shadows over Innistrad Deck Builders toolkits, Gravity Negator, and our first uncommon is a Birthing Hulk, a Stone-Forged Acolyte, Press into Service, and our rare is Kozilek's Return. So this is another mythic, so 2 mythics in this fat pack out of 9 boosters so far, or actually 6 boosters so far, not bad. So it is 3 mana, it's devoid. Kozilek's Return deals 2 damage to each creature. Whenever you cast an Eldrazi creature spell with converted mana cost of 7 or greater, you may exile Kozilek's Return from your graveyard. If you do, Kozilek's Return deals 5 damage to each creature. So it'll be a good board clear. And we got ourselves a Mountain and a Knight token. Down to our last 3 packs, and we have our Jace artworks. Hopefully. I always try to see if I can preserve like one of the... No, that's just not going to happen, so let's just tear this open. I like to try to preserve at least one of the packs in relatively good condition. Just a strange kind of collector thing, I guess. But Consuming Sinkhole, Shoulder to Shoulder, an Ancient Crab, good blocker, Corpse Churn, Canopy Gorger, Spawnbinder Mage, a Vampire Envoy, Reality Hemorrhage, Unknown Shores, Sweep Away. Our first uncommon is Prophet of Distortion, a Void Shatter, and Malakar Soothsayer. Our rare is, wow, okay, another mythic. So 3 mythics out of 7 packs that I've opened so far. Kozilek the Great Distortion. So it is 10 mana, all colorless. It is a 12/12 Eldrazi. When you cast Kozilek the Great Distortion, if you have fewer than 7 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. So you can draw back up. Has Menace, which I believe means you have to be blocked by at least 2 creatures, I believe. Discard a card with converted mana cost of X. Counter target spell with converted mana cost of X. So you can use it as a counter spell. You can use it to draw cards when you summon it. That is really awesome. I think I got to make myself an Eldrazi deck, or kind of edit the Eldrazi deck that I got with the dual decks there. But that is amazing. And we got ourselves another mountain and another zombie. So as far as the lands go, it'd be nice to get maybe another forest or 2, since green is kind of my preferred color. But you know what? Considering what I've gotten so far, I'm definitely not going to make any complaints. This is our second to last pack. Alright, Ondu War Cleric, a Cultivator Drone, Brute Strength, Natural State, Kozilek's Translator, Elemental Uprising, a Wace, Dwar Isle Avenger, Warden of Geometries. Wow, I did it again. For some odd reason, that is just a really hard card to say. Spawnbinder Mage, Chitinous Cloak, Nissa's Judgment. Oh, sorry, that was an uncommon, so it was Chitinous Cloak. Unity of Purpose is our third uncommon, and our rare is Hedron Alignment. So 3 mana, hexproof. It's an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may reveal your hand. If you do, you win the game if you own a card named Hedron Alignment. Or if you own a card named Hedron Alignment in exile, in your hand, in your graveyard, and on the battlefield. So you kind of need, I guess, 4 of these in order to do that, but it is a victory condition, I guess. So that's pretty cool. And there's our forest. Alright, I'm happy now. Not that I wasn't happy before, but Night Ally. Alright, and our last pack. If I can get into it here. Alright, Shoulder to Shoulder, Ancient Crab, Maw of Kozilek, so I might be able to make a Kozilek deck if this keeps up. Elemental Uprising, I'm pretty sure I have at least 4 of these now, so I guess that's what they call a full play set. Sky Scourer, a Loam Larva, Sweep Away, Seer's Lantern, Tajuru Pathwarden, Expedition Raptor. Our first uncommon is Spatial Contortion, a Relentless Hunter, Flaying Tendrils, and our rare is a Deep Fathom Skulker. So 4/4 for 6, It's devoid. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. And for 4 mana, target creature can't be blocked. So that is pretty cool. And then we've got ourselves a Swamp and an Eldrazi. So those are the cards that came with our Fat Pack. Pretty cool as far as I'm concerned. I don't know how much, these things might be worth, but we'll just kind of go through and get everything somewhat organized here. Alright, so just to recap, we got for our rares, we got an Endbringer, Ali, or Ilai, however you want to say it, Eternal Pilgrim, so a legendary creature. We got ourselves a rare land, which you can use to draw cards if you don't have any cards left, so that's pretty cool. I definitely want to use that, and again, I just play casually, but I think I'll incorporate this into one of my decks. A Tyrant of Valakut, a Hedron Alignment, Deep Fathom Skulker, and then we got 3 mythics. So we got the Kalitas Trader of Get, a Kozilek's Return, and we got Kozilek himself. So that is, in my opinion, pretty awesome. Again, I don't know how much these cards are necessarily worth, but I think that they're really cool. I think that I got a few things to add to my Zendikar versus Eldrazi dual decks, no, I don't think I'll break them down, but might make some additions to them. But those are the cards that came with our Fat Pack. And just to recap the full art lands here, so we got a swamp, forest, waste, a couple of mountains, a couple of plains, another mountain, island. There's another waste, a swamp, and we got ourselves a foil full art plains. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If any of these cards are worth anything, or if there's anything that's particularly decent, please let me know in the comments below. I might do a little bit of looking up online, and I kind of look forward to incorporating these cards into some of the decks I already have. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this installment of Monday Night Magic, and just stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have something for you next week.